Welcome back, people. Here we have another anime to review. We have one of the all-stars of the last season, Genroku Rakugo. If you weren't here before, here's the setup in which these animes are reviewed. We're going to be starting off with the main story, so let's go. Now this anime starts off with the character Yotaro. Yotaro is a criminal who just got out of prison, and after seeing Yakumo perform Rakugo at the prison, he then decides to turn his life around and starts to learn the craft of Rakugo. But Downcast, what's Rakugo? Well, now Rakugo is basically a storytelling art in which you sit upon a stage while people watch you and you tell a vivid story of either distress or comedy. So then after he leaves the prison, immediately he goes to Yakumo and tries to become his first apprentice. And succeeds, and is well on his way into being a great Rakugo performer. This anime starts this way, but funny enough, that's not what this story is about. This story is actually about Yakumo's past, about him and his best friend slash brother, Sekiroku, who both grew up learning the art of Rakugo. Now the story to this anime is fantastic. Even the time period where they choose to put this in, which is the time in Rakugo in which it's not the biggest thing anymore. It's starting to be killed off due to new media and them trying to struggle through that. And that's just one of the things that they have to struggle with. But this is an amazing story. This story is so original, so well paced, has such good character development, and I wish there was more of this. Not a lot of animes that's just doing these new and different ideas and subject matter. This is definitely a must if you're one of those people who are always saying that you need something different. This story is paced well enough that the characters can each individually get their time, so you can see how much that they've grown. And even the parts where seemingly it gets a little bit slower and it doesn't necessarily seem that it's going anywhere, it always turns it around and it always ends up being a very relevant conversation or event that takes place. And the two main characters work perfectly off of each other. The synergy that they have, granted, it's not the most original dynamic duo. You have the more quiet, serious one, and you have the more so loudmouth, let's have fun type. But the way that they react, the way that they grow up together, and all of that is done all the more better in this anime. But even outside of them performing Rakugo, you still get the story play out about their lives outside of that. And all of that is just as interesting. War, love, heartbreak, all of that is still in here. It doesn't take away from the Rakugo, it doesn't try to sidetrack you. It still stays on course that Rakugo is the spotlight in this anime, and that is done just right. The biggest thing about this anime, that if it was poor, that this anime would be complete garbage, is the Rakugos themselves. These spoken pieces that the main characters do. Because they don't just do that like kind of bullshit like sketch over montage where like they start the Rakugo and like it kind of skim over it and it's like the end. They do that once in a while, but for a lot of the time they show the entire thing. Now this is something that hit it so perfectly in every way. The voice acting, the visuals, all of it. And it really had to be, because if these were boring or sloppily made, then it would have greatly put down this anime. And that's one thing I was hoping for, that these Rakugos held up. And I can say that almost all of these Rakugos are extremely engaging. I hope a lot of people when watching this, they didn't like try to skim over them or like not pay attention to the actual Rakugos as if they don't have any value. That is a huge mistake in this. Those are downright the best part in this anime, and you should definitely focus, take notice about how well crafted each one is. The only two characters that are necessarily worth talking about are just the two leads. But when I'm going to be talking about them, I might interchange between both of them because a lot of what I have to say deals with both of them, so it might be a little back and forth. So we're going to start off talking about Sekiroku, who is the brother slash best friend of Yakumo. Now Sekiroku's personality, he's very loud, he's very lively, doesn't really care about his appearance, just loves to have fun and truly enjoys Rakugo, which is the opposite of Yakumo, who he's more conservative, serious, a bit more put together, but a bit more cold and closed off. And even though this is, yes, that very typical opposite sides, you know, the careful and the reckless, the loud and the quiet, it's not exactly about what their base personalities are. It's how their personalities are developed and grows and progresses throughout the story. Because seeing these two characters have such a strong friendship and a bond, but at the same time this rivalry and this envy of one another, but still looking up to one another, of them growing apart and together at the same time while still being somewhat of a team. And their bond together is the thing that really helped hold this anime together, as their friendship is so believable compared to especially a lot of other so-called friendships in anime. This seems just so realistic, especially because you can see where their relationship started, which is from a very young age, and them being brought up together helps them intertwine and helps them sync much more easily and makes this much more believable. Okay, now let's move on to the animation. Now the animation, once again, in this anime, for the most part, pretty standard. The only time when it's really visually interesting is when it gets to the parts in the Rakugo where they're trying to visually try to put you inside the story, or any time in this story where it starts to get intense or dramatic. That's really the only time when the animation really steps it up. But everything else stays for the most part pretty standard. Now let's move on to the music. Now the music in this anime is excellent, and that's mainly because it all fits together. In so many fucking anime, the music is so generic, it seems like you can put it anywhere. But this music seemed like it's specifically for this anime. You couldn't just put this in some random shit. And the thing is, all the music seemed like it fits all together. It blends. And all this makes the anime more so have its own style. And this is from the intro to the outro, and also specifically the music that they play before Rakugo. All of this music can be so beautiful, it can be so unique, and is a very good change of pace. And now it's time for the rating. Now for what these Rakugos have shown, this anime deserves the crowning score of a 9 out of 10. From its characters, from its stories, from its Rakugo performances, everything about this anime is downright enjoyable. These Rakugo performances are just done so well. The characters that do the performances are just as good, while also giving a interesting story outside of the Rakugo. This is an anime that everybody should definitely see, no doubt about it. Truly shining as one of the hidden gems of last season, if not the biggest one. And you need to definitely check it out. Well, that is all for the review this time. If you like what you see, you want to see more, please like and subscribe. And I will be back with a video much sooner than before. I'm your host, Downcast, and I'm out.